Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul. It's rumored that Anthony Joshua's getting 80 mil for this fight. What do I think? This right here is going to be extremely interesting for multiple reasons. I'm going to give you the proper look that you need to have on this, because we can use this for multiple things. The first thing that I'm going to point out that we can use this for, this is where boxing is going to show you straight up and down, without a shadow of a doubt, whether it's authentic and real or is it WWE. Why do I say that? Because as we know, for the science to go, and as boxing fans, we know how this fight is supposed to go. There's no other way. And it's something that we all want. And it's the right bait too, because we all want to see Jake Paul knocked out. We all do. Believe it. So we know how this is supposed to go. Right? Now this is the thing. If Anthony Joshua don't end up sparking this dude out, WWE. If they allow him to spark him out, if some Francis Ngannou stuff happen, boxing still want to try to hold on to some dignity. I'm going to put it like that. It's one of the two. And this is going to be the deciding factor. We're going to see what boxing is going to choose. That's what this fight represents. That's the type of glasses you need to have on. That's exactly what that means. Because ain't no way Jake Paul supposed to walk out of this. I don't care how shot Anthony Joshua is. Right? Now, let's go ahead and jump down the rabbit hole. As we know, Jake Paul has a reputation for fake fights. It's no secret. I mean, you ain't trying to sue people for saying that for no reason. I mean, if it ain't real, if it ain't real, That's been said about a lot of fights. Ain't nobody trying to take nobody down behind it, because they understand, but it is. And I've been saying that for the longest. Now everybody knows it. Right? It was no question that the Tank Davis fight was going to be fake, because look at it. That's why I say you need to go ahead and go off the reservation and go ahead and spark him if the kid go ahead and retire and all that other stuff. But then that fell apart. So now we got Anthony Joshua. I've told you before, they want to make Jake Paul the next everything. Jake Paul is the next Canelo. They want him to be the next everything. The boxing game didn't figure it out. All right? As they always have known, but now's not more of a perfect time. They figured out they just need the face. They don't need the abilities. It don't need to be real. They just need a face that they can sell, that they feel most people are going to eat up. And the myth of the blonde-haired, blue-eyed athlete, artist, actor as being the most popular or best selected individual to create interest, and no matter what facet you're talking about, that myth always has to be upheld. That's the only reason why Jake Paul is here. Jake Paul ain't here for nobody else could do this, looking like any other thing but what he looks like. That's a fact. So anyways, with that being said, the goal is to make him that. And fighting Tank and all that stuff is just to legitimize Jake Paul. They already want to give him a belt. They just need to legitimize him. And then they off to the races. They know that y'all still on the fence. But see, they figure the fake fans can override the hardcore fans, because we're in a sport that's ran by the casuals. So they can go ahead and do that. Right? So they want to legitimize Jake Paul by any means. Well, how else best would you do it? By allowing him to at least last with Anthony Joshua and writing that off as he's the next A, B, and C. Because they like Usyk, but Usyk is not enough. They like him, but he's not enough. Okay? They don't even really give him his credit, which is backwards given the dynamics of what he looks like. It's actually a little off. Everybody can admit it. It's kind of crazy. You know, I mean, if y'all went wild for Loma, why ain't y'all going bonkers shit for Usyk? Don't make no sense, do it. Because they can't sell him. And he won't go along with it. And he gonna end up telling the truth and all that other stuff and blase split. And, you know, we can't work for that. We need some Tyson Fury type of Jake Paul's the next best thing. Put him up against Anthony Joshua. Now, this is the other thing. Anthony Joshua's checked out of boxing. You could tell because he ain't jumped back in the ring yet. And the way he been feeling and the way he been treated and with the credit he don't get, who's to say he wouldn't go along with a little theatrics? Huh? I mean, everybody's saying he's pretty much done. And like I said, if he ain't jumped back in yet, I mean, he pretty much is. His dreams slipped out of his hands, but he made a lot of money. Now this just cap it off and he can just walk the fuck off. So the atmosphere, the situation is set up for everything that I just explained to you. So if you do not see Jake Paul sprawled out on the motherfucking canvas, you know what option boxing has taken on your ass. And that's WWE. And them facts. Them facts right there. There's no way you can deny it. And like I said, the allure is we want to see him knocked out. But what are the chances? Because we don't know how long Anthony Joshua's be around and he ain't done nothing. He ain't ringing no bells. He ain't really pulling nothing, you know, in boxing. His wave is pretty much gone. But there's one thing for sure. Jake Paul's still going to be here. And you know this. Come on, Showtimes ain't giving Jake Paul all these deals and all this stuff because y'all think he going to come up here and crash the fuck out. It's too good to be true. It's too good to be true that Anthony Joshua would knock this dude. Given what boxing has given you, you think they really gonna feed you that? Nah, it's too much like right. You know? But like I said, you're gonna watch boxing make a choice right in front of your eyes. And if we see it dancing, if Jake Paul go in there and look anything competitive, you already know what they chose. Because ain't no way in hell, ain't no way in hell. You know? So that's one of the interesting things about it. Told you, man. Usyk ain't enough. It's just that simple. And we all know why Canelo is the shit amongst Mexican fans, really. Ask Triple G if you don't know. So we got Jake over here, and since the fans already show you that they'll go along with some fake theatric shit, hence Canelo, then why can't we pull this with Jake Paul? They can. Jake Paul already getting people paid. He already doing shit in the game. Y'all boxers already want to check. People already want to fight on his undercard. So tell me, which way we going here? You tell me. But the best thing about it is we're finna watch boxing make a decision right in front of your face. That's the interesting thing about it. Because if you don't see this dude knocked out, sparked out, I don't care. I don't go, well, he went in there and he lasted with a 2-time heavyweight champion. Jake Paul is that. Come on, you see it coming. You see the play. Come on, man. And boxing is lame with they scripts. You know, they don't even get elaborate with it. You ain't got to do much thinking to see they plays. You see this play coming. So when it don't happen, you know what's happening. Now, I talked about this foresaw all of this, said don't get mixed up with it, all this other shit. All I heard is how good it was for boxing. You want to know what's funny? I don't hear that shit no more. No, I don't hear none of y'all saying how good Jake Paul is for boxing no more. Now, when I'm saying that, oh man, it's good for, it brings more fans. It don't bring no fucking fans. Jake Paul don't bring no fucking fans. They don't stay up in boxing. Think they don't know boxing is around? All right. And if it take Jake Paul to get you to look at boxing, what, there go the fucking problem right there. You definitely ain't gonna stay around. And when they do stay around, y'all don't give them the fights they want. And they out. And if they do stay around after all that, plus you're not giving them the fights, they will understand that they'll have a problem just for being a fan of the sport. Because then you get attacked by man fans. Then the fans out of all fans would represent all fans in boxing, truthfully, is that good old fashioned racism that's riddled from the top of this sport all the way to the bottom. Okay, from the seats all the way to the ring. That's why you can't keep no fucking fans. Because you ain't got the faces in places that make them smile. You don't fight good competition. It's always a damn excuse. When they do get the fights, you fuck around and cheat them. Then it's a lawless ass sport. You could take a knee because of hair grease and still not lose a fight. You could take a pill in the middle of a fight. You could have loaded gloves in a fight. All this stuff has happened currently. So here we are. Tell me what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.